I'm just taking a minute because I'm processing the position I'm putting myself in. How do I explain it? So I don't have any place to move to yet, but I need to be out of the house. Well, I need the house cleaned out so it can get listed. And I have a friend who used to live right down the road that when she put her house up for sale, it went like that because of the area and the acreage. And she was suddenly caught in a rush because the house was sold and she had to get out. So I'm keeping that in mind. Putting the intention out there that the house is already sold. Going back to my little Abraham Hicks bit. So with that said, I have the team that's coming in to pack my life to get it out of here so that the auctioneer can do his thing. But, you know, my brain started to really calculate the fact that, okay, the packing people are coming. They're going to be packing your clothes. They're going to be packing your kitchen. And I'm doing things like keeping this chair so I have someplace to sit, keeping my one TV available so I have something to do so I can watch TV. But I had to start thinking, I need to just set aside clothes. I went to my project management AI context window and said, hey, wait a minute. These people are coming to pack and I'm still living here. How do I strategize putting aside what I need while I'm still living here? Because I'm making an assumption that the house is going to go fast, but that doesn't mean that it will. Yeah. So AI is like, okay, so in the kitchen, you're going to set aside one fork, one spoon, one knife, one plate, one bowl, you know, that sort of thing. And you're going to keep it in a bin or something. And you're going to put a label on it that says daily living, like do not sell, do not box for shipping. And this is going to be what you're living out of now until the house sells. And I multiplied that by, okay, I'm going to pick out like 5 t-shirts, a couple of pairs of pants, you know. So essentially, I'm packing for a camping trip. But I'm camping in my home. Yeah. And so I panicked just a little bit. More because I realized these are things I need to set aside before Thursday. Yeah. I think as it progresses and I watch the items slowly get boxed up, and how do I explain it? Things are in boxes. They're not out to be seen anymore. It will expose more things to be seen. So I'll know whether I'm keeping it or not keeping it and box it up. I think once it starts happening in that sort of gradual 4 days that the packing company is here, maybe I won't panic as much. And I think I'm actually blessed that there's a weekend that falls between the 4 days that the packing team is here. So they're coming on a Thursday, Friday, and then a Monday, Tuesday. So I'll have a little breather in there. to catch up with what's going on and set more stuff aside for them. But the other thing that happened today, while I was folding clothes and putting clothes away and realizing all of this and saying, okay, I'm going to pick out these few shirts that I'm going to keep handy. When I looked at my clothes, and I don't use a dresser, I like cubes because I'm a visual person, just like my rainbow wall. All my clothes are laid out like you're looking in a retail store, so at a glance I can see my clothes. When I looked at the ones that I said, yeah, these could be boxed up in a box and I don't need to see them for a couple of months until I move into a place, part of me said, well, just how much do you not care about these clothes that you're willing to let them sit for a few months? Maybe you need to really look and see if you even want those clothes anymore. And I'm someone who tends to pass on and donate my clothes on a regular basis. So not only did I put aside just a handful of things that I'm going to keep handy so that it doesn't get packed away and I have clothes to wear, but I also grabbed a garbage bag and started another donation bag because I looked at some of these things. I looked at a couple of shirts and said, you know, the reason why I don't mind packing you in a box is because, you don't spark joy anymore. Oh my God. It just increased the amount of, I feel like almost everything I touch and look at this point is really getting scrutinized. So anyway, I wanted to capture this moment to remember this part of the journey so that when I look back and go, my God, remember that? Do you remember? I lived through that and look at where I am now. And I'm so glad I got rid of some of those clothes. As a matter of fact, I wished past me would have gotten rid of some more of those clothes. That's the day I'm living into. That's the day when I'm sitting in my new home going, oh, this is fabulous. All that other stuff is gone. There's nothing more to worry about. I can just move forward now. I have all the things that I love, that really spark joy, that I enjoy having around me. It was worth sitting in that glider chair, rocking like a crazy woman, panicking. It was so worth it because look at me now. Okay. That's my rant. I have to come up with a strategy because I don't even know. It's got to be more decision fatigue. So there are definitely things in here that have to come with me, but there's things in here like the bag on the top there is the bag that holds the C-stand that holds that camera over my desk in the living room. So eventually that would have to get packed in there. See all these decisions. So am I going to have them pack my Phoenix Bridge Command Center, that 70-inch art table? Am I going to have them pack it in the pod? Yes. Yes, I hate saying it and my heart thumps as I say it, but it needs to be out of the house for the realtor to show the house. Oh my God. I'm moving. That's all I got to keep telling myself. Barbara, you're moving. Put that in your heart. I know the house isn't even listed yet or sold, but in my heart, I'm moving. I'm out of here. And the more I keep in here, the longer it's going to take to get my foot out the door. So yes, but that doesn't help me here. Like I have to make more decisions. So where do I put that bag until I know I'm going to pack the C-stand? See, and that's just one item. I have to, okay, I have to come up with a strategy so I don't tank before I even put my hands on one thing. Okay, I hashed it out with AI based on what I know I have in there. We were going to put it into quadrants, and I might have squished 2 of those quadrants into 1. So the first quadrant is things that I know for sure I am done with, donating them. Second quadrant is things I know for sure I'm keeping, but I don't need to look at until after I move. Like I have some VHS tapes in there that I still need to digitize. I have some old vacation slides that I would use for ephemera, but I don't need them now. So yeah, quadrant 2 is things I'm keeping, can get packed and shoved in a pod. Okay, getting rid of, keeping. The third thing, again, me and these empty boxes. So, like, this is the original packing box for the monitor that I use when I'm making the videos. You know, when I'm making real videos, standing at that art table and I'm hooked up to my video mixer machine. That's going to have to get packed. Yeah, I'm not going to use that. I'm basically using a shoestring set of technology to get these vlogs out to you. So this can get packed in its original box so that it's safe. But I have a ton of, you know, I'm not sure if I really need to save this one, but there's the original box for the wireless mics. I need a landing zone for all original packing, because then these packing people, yeah, I can look at what they're packing and be like, okay, we've got original boxes for that. But I think I need a place to put them. So I don't know what the fourth quadrant would be. We got donating, packing in the pod, empty boxes, and I guess the fourth quadrant would be if there's anything that I think I might need that can't get locked away. But honestly, if it's been sitting in this closet, there shouldn't really be any of that. And again, like my clothes, did I do that video yet? Where I realized if I'm comfortable packing away something in the pod, so I don't have to see it, it needs to get scrutinized as to whether I need to even be keeping it at all. Okay, let's go find a home for those boxes. See, the thing about it is I'm running out of space, right? For the cat's sanity, I need to leave that space there for her because that's her little space. I was thinking there's a little bit of room over here, but I was thinking I might put anything tech that I'm not keeping anymore that can be sold or donated. Well, wait a minute. It looks, I spy with my little eye. Look, an empty space. Maybe that's where I will keep empty boxes for things that I own that are going to be packed. See, so like this is the C stand I was talking about. I know it doesn't quite look like the letter C, but like there's the monitor I was talking about, that box. Things like around here in the kitchen, the KitchenAid, I still have the original box for that, and I don't plan on doing any fancy cooking anytime soon. My laser printer box sitting there, I haven't gotten to it yet because it's hidden at this point. Behind those boxes is the laser printer. Yeah, the lean printer, I'm sure I've got the box for that printer. But do I pack the printer that prints out my photos when I do Gratitude Sundays? I don't think so. I don't know. It's not the conversation for right now. Let's stick with this. How about a fun story for a change? Instead of me starting to cry because it's a heart-wrenching story. Did you know that at one point in my life I knew how to play the flute? The funny story of it is, though, that my sister was a drummer, and an excellent one at that. And whenever she went to gigs, she had a lot of packing to do, and she always complained about her back hurting. And then I would show up, right? I'd have some sort of concert to go to or whatever, and I would come out with my little flute bag and be like, okay, I'm ready to go. And she'd be lugging all sorts of packages. This thing hasn't been played in years. The pads, I know a couple of the pads are bad. I don't even know. What do you think? First time in years. Let's see if I can get a toot. It'd be nice to have this kind of toot for a change. Oh my Lord. Gotta warm it up. That was the thing. God, what do I remember? Come on. It's not happening. I don't know how to pucker my lips anymore. Oh, so sad. Mr. Sabo would be so unhappy. I wonder if he's still alive. 2 hours later. Come on, I'm disappointed. Oh, wow. I'm going to practice for the rest of the day. Not there. Oh. This isn't packing. Oh, it's the pads. Because I can hold a tune. But the pads are shot. Oh yeah, that pad is absolutely. Listen, we're talking, what grade was I in? We're talking my youth. It's not like I made it into any orchestra or anything. That's not true. It was a children's orchestra, though. Yeah. Okay, we're done here. I felt like I needed to redeem myself. New York Renaissance Festival fans, Eric the flute maker. There's his mark. Yeah, I think I will keep the handcrafted one, and I'm gonna let the professional one go. All right, back to packing. Brewing some loose leaf hibiscus tea. Oh no, he's sinking. Oh, look at that. That hibiscus is turning it into a nice deep red. Lunch break. This closet is interesting because now it's my stuff. It's going, but it's slow going. There's things like hydroponic lights. I used to have a great hydroponic setup without a pump. And taking care of Jerry, it became a difficult situation. I couldn't take care of the hydroponics and my husband at the same time, so I let it go. So now I'm standing there in the closet holding these boxes of hydroponic LED full spectrum lights, and I'm thinking, I don't know if I want to get rid of this. I don't know if future me might want to do hydroponics, because current me is so overwhelmed with everything. If you had to ask me right now, I would say hell no, hell no. Okay. But future me is not going to have all of this, and I don't know. So AI, my dear AI, suggested that these flat 12 by 12 hydroponic lights stack and pack nicely. Maybe all the other hydroponic supplies can be given away, but at least keep the lights, because you can reconstruct the actual containers for the hydroponics without a problem. Yeah, so there's decision making that has to be done now, and then some things you can kind of be like, you know what, pack it, I'll decide on that later. Yeah, and it makes me rethink how I want to live life moving forward. You don't realize, or maybe you do, how much you just accumulate when you live in a home. Yeah. Like some of the Valentine's Day decor, that can go. A lot of that stuff is probably like dollar store stuff anyway. It can be donated. It doesn't have to be trashed. I just know this house is a wreck. But it's all to fit within the plan. So I'm going to sit here, have my leftover pizza with some fresh greens on top, and it's a vegan pizza. You don't want to see this. It's half eaten already. It's a toadstool vegan pizza. So it's vegan cheese with mushrooms and garlic oil on the top. And then I sauteed some of those leftover greens still from that kale Thai salad I made. Sauteed them and put it on top so I'd have my greens. So having my lunch, and then we'll get back at it. So back in the day, before AI was around to do automatic edge finding in photos, I had come up with a business. My love of photography, creative backgrounds, wonderful shade of green, isn't it? I created a company. Ooh, this is a large. I think it's because I have the other shirt on underneath. I created an event photography company before photo booths. It was right on the edge before photo booths. And the name of the company was Paparazzi Party Pics. So I figured out how to set up a podium with a monitor on it, hooked up to my laptop, and my Nikon D90 hooked up to the laptop, and I would set up a green screen at your birthday party, your wedding, your engagement, you name it. You have an event, I'll show up. And I would create 6 bespoke backgrounds for whatever theme you were having. So if you were having a pirate party, it would be a pirate background, and I could put Susie's 16th birthday party in the background. The 6 choices would be there. Your friends at your party would show up in front of that green screen, and they could pose and laugh, and it was open. It wasn't like a photo booth. It was open. with a green screen, and I would stand there with my D90 like the paparazzi, taking pictures of your friends, and then we could pick out in real time on that monitor the best pose that they had with the background behind it, and with a dye sub printer right there, print out the picture, and that was their souvenir from your party. It was great. I owned it for 3 years. I even tried to franchise it at one point, and then decided to dissolve it. Mostly because I was the head cook, how do they say that? Chef, bottle washer, right? I did all aspects of it. I created it, I ran it, I packed my car with the equipment, I would drive to the location, I would unpack the stuff, I would set up, do the event, pack it all up, shove it in the car, bring it back home, take it out of the car. After a while, that got a little difficult. I did hire an assistant at one point, and she started making more money than I did based on the hourly rate I was paying her, what I was making. What's the matter, Mama? Am I crying? It's okay, I'm telling a story. Had uniforms, but I started showing up at events and there'd be 3 flights of stairs, no elevator, and it would be like, I'm sorry, what now? It just got to be too much, so I dissolved it. Well, the uniform shirts, of which I have a long sleeve and a short sleeve and one for my assistant, have been hanging for about 15 years in that closet, untouched. So I'm doing the drastic thing of finally letting them go, but not like you think. There's no way I'm letting this wonderful little embroidered logo just go into some donation bin. God, I almost dropped the tape. I am cutting them out of the shirts, and they can live in a journal. This is what I do. I do memory keeping. I can let go of the shirts. They can be recycled at the textile recycling drop-off. We gotta let go of things, man. They're really nice shirts too. They're soft. Like maybe I should keep the extra large short sleeve one for St. Patrick's Day. No. Oh, we gotta let go, man. It's exhausting. It is so exhausting. I will have more fun creating a journal with that piece of fabric. Yes. Right? Come on. I will see it more often than I have those shirts being in a garment bag in a closet for 15 years. Oh man, guys. It's not like you walking into your kitchen and saying, yes, these are my dishes. They're going to move with me to the new location. Please pack my dishes. Memories of someone I used to be, but I'm moving forward into something new. It's just fabric. Dang it. God help me.
Very good. Very good. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Mommy, do I have to get rid of it, Mommy?
3, 2, 1. Good. Very good. Very
Mommy. Can I keep it?
2, 2, 2, 2.
Give me a beat. Come on, give me a beat. What would be a good beat for that? Disco, dance, pop. What the heck? I want. Okay. Maybe dance pop wasn't really a good idea. Rock shuffle. Why does it change your beat pop beep pop? My brother would be crying right now. He got the musical genes. Oh, finally to be having a little fun. Should I keep it? Because I wasn't going to keep it. Except this is the most I've laughed in a long time. Bliss? Joy? Does it bring you joy? Does it spark joy? Okay, this is purely muscle memory. Muscle memory. My brother would be proud now. He taught that to me. I got another muscle memory one. Yeah. Just, I'm gonna go viral now. Ooh. Ooh, that was wrong. That was wrong. I used to know this. Wait. I don't remember the rest. But name that tune. Put it in the comments. Oh, my generation. You know what that is. Bum ba da dum. Bum ba da dum ba da. I could never read music. Like, I could read music, I'd be like, okay, that's a C, that's an F. But I couldn't visually see music and play. My brother. And then my sister, the one that passed away, the drummer, she'd hear something and just play it. I don't know. I got the artistic gene, although my brother and sister didn't do bad in that way either. My other sister, she's really good with people and quilting. And she's mad that she didn't get the creative gene. I think you did, big sister, in your own way. Oh, boy, what a day. So the closet is empty. I mean, to a certain degree. I don't need to be that close up. The thing that happened, though, so, yeah, everything on this table is coming with me. But I hit a little bit of a snag in that I have things that can't sit in a pod. So pods sit in the sun and bake and get really hot. And digital things, you don't really want to have like voice recorders that I'm not currently using. We really don't want them sitting in a pod. And never mind that. But I've got things like old reel-to-reels. Yeah, you know, old reel-to-reels. And old VHS that I was in the process of digitizing. I mean, you saw it in there as an old VCR. So now I have to find a place for things that need to stay climate controlled. So they're going to have to just stay in the house somewhere. Yeah. So there's, yes, of course, there's a lot going on in my brain. So yes, I'm still living here while people are going to be coming to view the house while it's listed. And I'm the one who's kind of being extremist about this. But it was time to get rid of the couch and the recliner because I had the dumpster and they were dirty. I could have kept them here. People walk through houses with furniture in it, you know. But I'm the one who's doesn't want to be in a position where it gets sold, and now I'm scrambling. So having a few boxes in the house with climate controlled things that shouldn't be baking in a pod is not out of the question. And I think just making sure that this packing team is just getting the bulk of the stuff. They're getting most of it out of here, and then after 4 days, as long as the big furniture is in the pod and 90% of the boxes are in the pod, then I can camp in my house comfortably and let go, not let go, but have a few boxes in the end that I'm going to have to pack up. So if that one small pod stays on property while I'm living here, so I have access to things that don't necessarily need to stay in the house, then hopefully there's enough room left in there that when the house does sell, the last of the stuff then goes in the pod. Because at that point, it'll have a place to land, we hope. So these things won't be sitting in a pod cooking. Yeah. I don't know how happy I am with this pile. But yeah, that was quite a day. At least we had fun musical interludes. That was pleasant, right? this is going to be a long one if I keep chitter-chattering. I'm going to end it here. I'm just going to tidy up a little bit and call it a day. Well, thank you for following along. Laugh at life, laugh a lot, and throw something out today. I challenge you. Go find something, throw it out, recycle it, donate it, get it out of your house now. This has been a public service announcement. Love you guys. Ciao.